What's going on, y'all? It's your boy D.Rim coming at you. Once again, thank you guys for tuning into Vision Over Sense. This is episode 8. Once again, thank you all. Once again, we're almost done with season 1. But since we're still in season 1, I decided to bring another special guest onto the show. He took me in as little brother. We met at Blue Martini. When I say he's one of the, I really want to say the coldest DJ that I've come across. His blend game, scratch game is on point, and I want to bring him on the show, and I really appreciate him for coming out. Y'all check him out every Saturday, well, really Sunday and Saturday at Mariposa, the hottest brunch in town, and we're going to introduce you to him. His name is DJ Larose Royce.
What's going on, man?
What's happening, big
up,
dog?
Man? I'm good, homie.
Hey, man, thanks for coming on the show, man. I know you got a busy schedule.
That's all good, man.
Man, so
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. So let's get this out the way. I know you're DJing at the hottest brunch in town.
Yes.
Sundays.
Yeah, Mariposa.
Mariposa. Tell me about that, man.
Yeah, that's it. The hottest brunch in town. And,
Yeah.
I created the hashtag, not your average brunch, because when we first started there, we couldn't put 10 people in the building. It was hard. This was about 3 years ago, and now it has grown into a monster of a brunch. And it was locals, but now it's turned into a national thing where people are seeing us on Facebook and TikTok, and artists is coming through. Celebrities are coming through. We had Too Short, Shaq Diesel came through there.
Yeah.
Lil Scrappy been there several times. He brought the whole hip hop in love. Well, the show that he's with, he brought them along. And the people get down. We have fun in there. And of course, I couldn't do it alone with my host Angie T. She's wonderful.
Oh yeah, shout out to Angie T. Yeah.
She's extremely wonderful. So I can't do it without her. But other than that, it has grown into a wonderful atmosphere. They've gotten better with the food. They're trying to do their best to get better with the service. So Mariposa is where it is on Sunday for that brunch. So you ever come out in Las Vegas, come check out your boy Mariposa on Sunday for brunch.
Man, be popping in there, man, for real.
Yeah.
I came one Sunday, I was like, yo, this dude got it popping. Now, let me ask you this, because I know this is educational for me. That's why I want to bring you on, because I'm Generation Millennial. So me as a DJ, I'm still learning, the transition between club culture and how club culture has kind of shifted to lounge culture.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you keep the dance culture alive despite it turning into more of a lounge culture setting with people eliminating the dance floors, I should say?
Yeah, well, that's an interesting question. It's coming down to, you're a millennium, so I'm basically Gen X.
Gen X, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been DJing full time since 1994, but I started in 1988.
Okay.
So the culture that I'm from, we partied. We didn't have these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have these. We partied, and I've been blessed to just do it for so many years, and then to transition into what's going on now with the new technology and this and this and this. I always believed in it's not what you play, it's how you play, and one thing I am good at, I can say I am excellent at, is reading the crowd. The crowd, a lot of DJs just they just play music. They don't DJ.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Big difference, yeah.
There's a big difference. So of course we got to adjust with technology, with social media, the whole 9 yards. But me, I believe in if people have a party or people come out to party, that's an investment for them to have a good time. And once you create memories, it creates money. And that's why I just believe in that if you come into an atmosphere where you're coming to have a good time, socialize, this and that. Of course, there are a lot of lounges. The mega clubs is not as it was like it used to be, even though we still have them. A lot of people are going out to these lounges now, but you can still have a good time and still get down at a lounge, so to speak. So what I have just done is just my philosophy is just keep people entertained. You want them to run their mouth, because word of mouth is 10 times stronger than radio could ever be. You know what I'm saying? So you want them to run their mouth to say, girl, or yo, dude, you come here, it's cracking. You know, if you hear that same line on the radio, you be like, all right. But you hear your homeboy say it, you hear your homegirl say it, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's just what it is, man, to adjust. Because like I said, I'm from the old school, and to adjust to this generation was kind of hard. But
Yeah.
I still keep up that concept that people still want to party, you know. And, you know, I could go into a whole nother subject if that's another question, but
No, it's all good.
I want to, I'm tired of the sit down.
I'm like you.
I'm tired of the sit down and all they do is this.
That's why I asked you that, man, because I was like, I need to ask guys that have been in this game for a minute, because sometimes we see that no matter what you, even though that's the best advice you gave me, is really not what you play, it's how you play. And then sometimes I'll be like, even with how I play, people are gonna, it's like you either have that, people texting, sitting, talking, or you got the dudes that come in, they want to look like a fly on the wall, stand around,
Exactly.
look mean, like they want to, like they want to shoot the place up.
Yeah.
It's a room full of women here, and you don't even want to we playing so much R&B shit right now. You don't even want to buy a woman a drink. Like, how did that?
I want to elaborate on what you just said. Listen to what he just said, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look into the camera for this one. Listen to what he just said. All right, this whole new culture, the sit down culture, look cute culture, is whack.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like this. If you, especially you ladies, you get dressed up, toes nice, nails nice, hair done, you looking good, body banging, and you walk into a club to sit down,
Crazy.
to get on your phone, to worry about clicks and likes from people you don't know who are not even in the room with you. You missing out the experience.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, talking to you now. Stop acting like you're too fly, too cute to talk to these ladies. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Because now what I'm seeing is too many fellas are gathering with each other
Yeah.
instead of worrying about the party. I remember when fellas used to, oh my gosh, she looks good. Oh my God, that looks good. Come here and dance. And women would put their hand out and y'all not doing that no more because y'all are more concentrating on this than worry about your party. But yet you invest to drive, to put your clothes on, and some of y'all buy outfits, and you ladies, you'll get your toes done and your nails done. I see it 1,000 times every single time I DJ all over the nation. Stop it. We need y'all to start partying because it ain't the DJs no more. It's y'all. The DJs are playing hits, and they don't dance no more. They don't socialize no more. They more socialize on their phones. It's not, it's come on now.
Now, is that because a lot of the owners took away the dance floors?
Let's see. Yeah, don't get me
I know
started
that's
on
another
that.
question. I'm being that student right now because I've always wanted to know, because it's hard for me some nights. Some days I be want to call you, dude, like, because it's to a point. That's one of the reasons why I decided to go to the rinks, because you have one job and one job only, and you have to keep these people moving. If they don't move, then obviously it's the DJ's fault.
Yes.
So it kind of keeps my brain wired to a certain extent. Like, this is my job. I'm wired a certain way where it's like everything I play, you have to move.
Yes.
And if you don't move, that is my fault.
Exactly.
But when I go to the lounges, it's like you look around, it's like
It's a different story.
It's like the only way they're gonna dance is if they're around their table. They eating a piece of chicken, or you got a section where you can barely move. So is that? I mean, I know that might be a controversial question, but it's something that I need to learn. Like, is that really why? Because a lot of people have taken away the dance floor. Is it a? Because I do know there was a clip in Houston. I know you saw that. Because I know you DJ out there too. And
I lived in Houston for 20 years. I know exactly what you're talking about,
yeah,
too.
the clip has went viral. So people are like, and then one lady said she spent $500 on airfare. She spent on airfare, went with her girlfriends just to sit and
Just
not.
to sit. See, boy, man.
I know it's a long
People,
discussion.
no, it is a long discussion, but at the same time, it's like, yo, in a nutshell, stop it.
Yeah.
Knock it off. People, get back into enjoying yourselves when you go out.
Right.
All right? Stop trying to look cute. Stop trying to wait for the approach. Stop trying to wait for a moment. You're there. get into it. It's like, yo, that's like you going to a movie theater and you're this throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
You're paying attention to something else rather than what you're there to do or what
Yeah.
you're there to watch or there to perform with. And then the DJs, I've been watching the DJs. Yes, you're right. Some DJs, I scratch my head. Some DJs, oh my gosh. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's gotten to the point where it's like, yes, I was in Houston. I was at a spot and I videotaped. I said, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. The DJ's not garbage. The DJ's playing hits, whether they be old to the new.
Yeah.
And everybody just standing around. And there was no dance floor. So, with that being said, all you owners out there taking away the dance floor, you have conditioned the people to sit down. You conditioned them to look cute than rather than enjoy themselves and spend money where I call it rotating the dance floor, where you got a good crowd on the dance floor and then you change up the music a little bit. So now those people who are sitting down are now on the dance floor. Now that crowd is going to go drink and going to go socialize. And it keeps it's a big circle. Next thing you know, everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
Stop taking away the dance floor. Could we please bring back the dance floor?
Yeah.
Okay? Please. We gotta have it. It's like if you see seats, the first thing in your brain is to sit down. If you see a dance floor, dance. Oh, floor. Don't you see it? It's like I don't understand this, man. It's like all this sit down culture, looking cute culture. You know what I'm saying? Stop it, man.
Yeah.
I ain't with that, man. You know.
I mean, I told my pops, I was like, I really feel like I missed a generation. I really, for real, because I grew up in the mixtape era.
Yeah.
So which goes to my next question, because even with song selection now, it's like it's really hard for you to break records now.
Mm-hmm.
Like now it's like I said, I just tell people if I want to break a record, I do it at the rink. Because people be like, hey, what song did you play? You play this. What's the name of that song? But it's like now when you go out, it's like if you even try to play a new record, it's like, who's that? Who's that? I don't know who that is. I ain't moving to this. So is it like the lack of research from, I don't want to say TikTok DJs, because I know you going to say something about that too. But do you think it's like the lack of research that my generation refuses to have, like as far as wanting to educate themselves on discovering new music? Do you think that's playing a role in why,
Well,
or do you feel like we just in the new time now where it's like, if we don't know this, then just don't play it at all? Like,
because too much music comes out. You got about 3,000 songs that come out a week.
yeah.
And let's just keep it 100. A lot of it is garbage.
That's facts. We just talked about that off the air.
A lot about it, a lot of new music is garbage. You may only have like if you get like 100 songs, maybe only a handful, it's worth playing.
Yeah.
And I always tell my son as a producer, I always tell him, yo, make music that will make people say something in the song or make them dance. But if you got both, you got them. This day and age, all of y'all sound the same. Who said that? T-Pain. All of y'all are making the same music. Okay, that's why I love playing recurrence rather than some new music do hit though. Don't get me wrong. Don't just think that all of the music is garbage. No, there are some hits out there that are bangers that even us older folks, we get down with. But the majority now is just too much whack. It's too much wax, and this is what makes me upset. When it comes to your phones, when it comes to these phones and the social media,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? All y'all want to hear songs that are just based on your phones.
Yeah.
That's it. You go to a club and you bug the DJ for a request, and the request you're asking for is songs that are in your phone that only you know about.
You know about, yeah.
And just because a DJ has a laptop does not mean that every DJ that has a laptop that he has every single song in the world in his laptop.
That's facts.
Okay? So, let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
All right? And this new music, you got to drop the new music. It got to be worth dropping.
Yeah.
I remember breaking records. I remember a day when I broke records. Matter of fact, there's one artist. and I'm gonna tag him when this thing comes out. I'm gonna tag him. He owe me a plaque. The record label owe me a pack. Owe me a plaque.
Send it now.
My man, Mike Jones. All right. This is a perfect example how artists, how a DJ could break a record. At the time, I was in Houston. I was at Roxy, T-Town. Those who know back in the day.
Yeah.
And Mike Jones came to me with a CD, and he was rapping over "Set It Off," the instrumental by Juvenile.
Okay.
And he introduced himself. I was at the Roxy, never forget it. And he said, "Yo, I got a song. My name is Mike Jones. I'm a rapper. I'm this, I'm that." It was hot. I started playing it and kept playing it. And at the time, I had the radio station. I wasn't at 97.9. I was at Power 97.5. I was with 100.7 House Party, and I was syndicated with other stations around the country. So I was playing his stuff not only in the clubs, but in the on the radio stations. And I actually even took one of his songs and made a radio edit of it. But this was Mike Jones now. Who? Mike Jones. Now, that same Mike Jones sold, over 5 million copies. You know what I mean? And I broke that artist for where he was from, because a lot of these wasn't rocking with him.
Yeah.
This is a true story. This is on record. He
Yeah.
could tell you this. You know what I'm saying? So we used to do stuff like that back in the day, because some artists came out with hits and they came out with this, or they had something about them that would make them this and this. Fast forward to what you was talking about to now, to these new millennium, 3,000 songs are just coming out almost every week.
Yeah.
But now they all sound the same, as in back then you got like the Mike Jones, or even like the other major artists like Ludacris, the mainstream artists, they all had their own flavor. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now you could have five to 10 different artists, and all their music is all 74 to 75 BPMs. And it's just, it's like you can't take no crowd, you can't take no audience into a musical journey.
Yeah.
When you do that kind of stuff. When you're just playing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Don't get me wrong. Some new music came out. Yes, there's some hot, like French Montana came out with that.
Yeah.
With that new one he just came out with. That's hot. People
nice.
are moving to it. You got songs like the West Coast, Yaya. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like that's not. It's not new, but it's on the newer side. You got songs like that are hits in the club. But you've been in a lot of my gigs. I'm playing a lot of the recurrence, because the recurrence are songs that actually make people want to get up and move.
Yeah.
That makes them dance. And just, not to say that this generation sucks. It's just that a lot of the music is not good as it was, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. That's just my opinion. But a lot of these new artists, man, you need to distinct yourself from being, give a damn about what you're putting out. Care about what you're putting out.
Yeah.
Don't just put it out just to put it out, and you want to get TikTok famous. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, this podcast would take 3 hours if I was to be on this subject. But
Hey, listen, that's why I brought you on. 'Cause I'm like, I need to educate myself, because it was funny because I asked another DJ, shout out to my boy Kilo. I asked him, I was like, well, what was the song of the summer last year? And we literally sat for about 10 minutes trying to figure out. And the one he brought up was Folded. But I'm like, that's a slow record though. So I'm like, so you're telling me that like a ballad was the song of the summer? I was like, so you telling me the last song before that was not like us, technically, if we all want to go.
it was a year and a half going on, almost
2 years now, like.
Mm-hmm. And it, yes, I agree. It's just not the same no more, man.
So do you feel like that's why the dance floor has shrunk, because of the producers and how they make the music, the artists, and what they're releasing? Do you think that's what's
all of the above? And these people think that bottle service is happening now. They think that bottle service and coming out with the sparklers and everything, and having your name on a banner, and the women come out in the bikini tops. They think that that's what that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, it's fun to have, but that should not be the main thing of taking out a dance floor.
Yeah.
Not people, I'm going to say you club owners, man, promoters, listen to me, all right? Take it from someone who's been in the game for a minute, that DJ'd on every part of this planet, and also who been in the game for so long, my phone continues to ring because of what I'm talking about. Listen to me.
Yeah.
All right? Dance floor equals dollars. All right?
Yeah.
Period. Dance floor equals dollars and longevity.
And they've been trying to argue with us about that for years. No, it's about drinks and
No, yeah. Don't get me wrong. No,
Yeah.
yes, you're right. Because yes, of course, a club owner would love somebody to come in and buy bottles and this and that. Of course,
Yeah.
you can mark it up the whole 9 yards and give them that. But that's it.
Yeah, you can't just yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So they don't have. So for them to dance, they got to dance on top of your furniture. So they got to dance they got to dance in the aisles and. Man, that's just the way I feel. Many of y'all don't agree. Many of y'all are not going to agree, and it's okay. But I'm telling you right now, when you have people dancing, the dollars I'm talking about is them now. They were there with 2 people, now they're there with 6. Now that 6 has turned into 24. That 24 has turned into, and anybody who knows me from back in the day, that's exactly how I built T-Town. Anyone who knows T-Town in Houston, we averaged 2,700 people in-house.
Yeah.
2,700 in-house. This is anybody who knows back in the day when I did that. And guess how I built it?
Yeah.
Let me go to the gym.
Okay.
Give me 1,000. I told the owners, give me 1,000 business cards. 500 free before 11 o'clock, and another 500 free drink before 11 o'clock.
Can't beat that.
I got back over 85% because I signed each one of them. And they was like, so by 9 o'clock, we had over 1,000 people in the building by 9 o'clock. And this is no radio. This is no Facebook. This is no TikTok. This is me and my homeboys taking cards, folding them up, going to the spots and say here. And we gave them to about 70% women. Because once you get women in the club, fellas are going to come in. That's how it was. It ain't like that no more, man. It's not like that no more.
Yeah.
You gotta do extra work now to make them dance. You gotta do extra work.
I thought it was just me, man.
to get them off their phones. You gotta do extra work
Yeah.
to make them have a good time. And it's like,
Yeah.
to me, by what I've been gathering, it's not the DJs no more, man. It's the people. The culture has changed from when we used to party to now we come to a party, but now we're more worried about our phones.
So do you feel like the lounges now are creating lazy DJs?
Yep.
Said that fast.
I said it quick. Yes. Technology. If you're using technology, everyone's on Serato or whatever software they're using. Yes, it's made DJs lazy, but it ain't just the lounges that have made the DJs lazy. I think it starts with the technology first.
Technology. Okay, got you.
Technology was supposed to make you DJs better. It didn't. Make them lazier.
Yeah, with the sync button and everything.
I'm like this. Yeah. People DJ.
Yeah.
Now we on DJ talk.
Yeah.
Sync button, whatever. I'm like this. I used to be that dude. Man, you got to play on 1200s. If you don't play on turntables, you ain't this. I used to be that guy.
Yeah.
Years ago, and then as I start to see, I'm like this. Now my mindset is use whatever you want to use to get the job done,
Right.
to get people dancing, to get this and get that. The technology now has made y'all just completely lazy. As I said before,
Yeah.
DJs, you do not DJ. Y'all play music. I want you to understand the concept of what I'm saying. I tell DJs all the time, don't play music, DJ.
Yeah.
Show something, no matter what you're playing on. No matter if it could be 2 tape players. It could be 2, whatever you are DJing on.
Yeah.
Show the people. Do something. Don't just do this.
Yeah.
Next track, move across fader and do this.
Yeah.
All right.
I stress to people all the time that you guys are musicians first.
Oh my gosh,
Like
man.
the DJing is another form of an instrument, but a lot of people don't look at that. That's really why I think that's why we be arguing with people or debate with people, especially when it come out to song requests, because they just feel like you just okay, sure, and then it's like that's not how this works. Like we are musicians at the end of the day. Like you can't just tell a piano player like, hey, play that. Yeah, it's easy. Like no, like I'm a musician first, because correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you started out as a battle DJ, right? Growing up, no.
Nah.
Cause the way you be scratching, dog, I'm like, listen, I'm not fucking with Larose. Like, he got it, man. Cause I know we did, which we'll talk about that later. We did a DJ dance party together, and shout out to Mr. Grand Jeremy.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, listen, I have a different style. I'm a blender. So if y'all looking for me to scratch and blend at the same time, I am not the guy. This dude gonna get me like by like 100 miles. Yeah. Like so, but I'm like, you're a musician. Yes. That's what people gotta understand. DJs are musicians.
Yes.
So the way we like the way we play music, the way we put stuff together is like a piano player. How they play keys, how a drummer plays, how a horn player.
Are y'all listening?
Like, but people don't be getting that, bro. That's bad.
Are y'all listening? Hey. All right. And he said it. And he plays the drums.
Yeah.
I don't. I know I get behind that. All I know is how to hit, and that's it. He's an actual musician. All right, he plays the drums and plays them freaking well. I've seen the video.
Man, thanks, bro.
I can't play the drums. Nope. He would kill me if there was ever an instrument playing, because I don't play instruments. But he said the key word, musicians. Musicians know what? Music.
Yeah.
All right? You got to know the music. So now I'm about to cross over to a bridge to where that makes that is so relevant is DJs. Take my advice. When you're DJing, and I got this from DJ Mars, which makes perfect sense, and I've been relating it. DJ Mars out of Atlanta.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Mars. Yeah.
Your music, when you're DJing, your music has got to make sense, like talking in a sentence.
Yep. Facts.
Okay?
That's great, yeah.
It has to make sense. Music is to be heard, not looked at or seen. Y'all are looking at your laptops because the BPMs match this BPM, and y'all trying to and since stems came out, y'all be putting together some outrageous nonsense. It has
I heard that shit
to make sense. I use stems like a mofo because I'm a DJ that I've done that years ago. I've done it years ago. I used to put together when Big Papa came out.
Yeah.
Biggie, I would have him that beat over Wanna Be a Baller. I used the instrument. I used to put those beats together, but now stems makes it easier now.
Yeah.
But now, all you DJs who are not from that era, that actually don't know how to put songs together, you need to realize your song has got your music selection and your blending, your mixing, your scratching has got to make sense, like talking in a sentence. Because I'm doing this podcast right now. My man D.Rimson is right there, and I'm talking about, Australia went down the block, and all of a sudden the plane jumped out. The monkey said, "Oh my gosh!" But then, it was green on my watch. My face got plaid on it. You would look at me like, "What? Wait, hold on, what the hell?"
Yeah, putting sticker.
Some of you DJs spin like that, and you're not even realizing.
Yeah,
it got to make sense, man. You got to take people on a journey. All right. Anybody who knows who hired me, that's why they hired me, because of not of what I do, it's how it's presented. And I use this another analogy, man. If you at a restaurant and you see a picture and like, oh man, that looks really, really good. I want to try that. Right? They got a picture of it, so you see it. You see it. Okay, so they bring it to you. It's the same meal, but it's served on a garbage lid.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat it? You're not. Because of what? Of how it was presented.
Yeah.
When you DJ, you got to realize something, man. You got to present.
Presentation is important, yeah.
You got to present the music to their ears to make them go, okay, to make some this. That's why it doesn't matter what you play. It's how it's played. I'm saying I mean, come on, man. I could sit there and have an urban crowd and play, Vanilla Ice and rock and roll, and they would lose their mind. Why? Because it's how it's done. It's how it's presented to them in the time. Timing is another thing. You just can't be, when people are just walking in, you can't be playing back that ass up. You know what I'm saying? You can't be, hitting them hard. You have to build them and take them on a journey, and then bring them down and send them home. So now they're running their mouths. Now they're on here. Now they tagging you on. Oh my gosh, it's this and this is that, man. We lost that, man. We lost that. We lost that in DJing. We lost that in the people because everybody's freaking lazy.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm sorry. Here's another piece of advice, right?
Yeah.
Always DJ as if there's 1,000 people in the room or there's somebody important. You never know who's watching.
Facts.
You never know who's watching. And I'm a prime example of that. I've been sponsored by Bud Light. Go to my Facebook back in the 09 and so whatever. I was a Houston Rockets DJ. I was a Houston Texans DJ. I was sponsored by Bud Light. I've been on BET's 106 in Park. I've DJed. I've made guest appearances. I've got radio stations. I've been on several radio stations all over the country. To say, someone heard me, no matter who was spinning. I remember how I got Bud Light and how I got the Houston Texans is it was a small party, but someone was there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my partners, W Hots. I do my big Super Bowl cruise with every year. They heard me. Blue Martini, someone heard me.
Yeah.
Devin Moore, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Devin Moore, the whole crew over there. Devin heard me at Blue Martini, heard me at in Treasure Island, and was like, "Yo, I want you to do Sundays." I was there for 8 years. So, and you know how kaboom it blew up.
Yeah,
and the whole point is, you DJs stop being lazy, man. Stop being lazy, man. This, when you're out there, when you got a whole bunch of people, and you're hired for something and you're getting paid for something. That's not a hobby, man. Don't take it as a hobby no more. You're not at home. You're not at home with the little TikTok audience. No. It's a difference spinning at home, the bedroom DJ, than being in front of an audience, man. And when you're there, stop being lazy.
That's true.
Stop being lazy. Another thing too, you DJs, stop showing up a minute before your shift starts. Jeez, man.
Wait, that actually happens?
DJs, if they shift starts, for instance, at 8 o'clock, why are you showing up at 7:57?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why are you showing up? Okay? Read the room. Yeah. And then what y'all end up doing is playing almost half the music the DJ before you played.
That's another.
You don't read the room. And it's like stuff like, it's laziness, man. To me, the whole industry has gotten lazy, and people just go out now just to be around bodies instead of going out to have a good time with those bodies.
Yeah.
That's just me. No, I could be ranting, but this is a platform for me. My man D.Rim opened this platform for me to open up and get it off my chest. I'm going to say it.
Please.
Okay? Period. And if you don't like it, F your feelings. That's where I'm at with it.
For sure.
I'm serious because, underrated DJs like us, you know what I'm saying? We are worth 10 times, 100 times more than what we're getting right now. Let's just keep it 100.
Yeah, facts.
Because you give a damn. That's another thing too.
Yeah.
DJs like us, D-Rim, myself like Thump, shout out to him, my man GJ Booby, and in Baltimore, he's literally the king of Baltimore. Shout out to my man B Rush, my core DJ family, DJs that care are the ones who are actually working and getting. Then you got a sprinkle of them that are in it who just don't care and wondering why the whole dance stuff is just doing this. It just.
I seen it, bro. Cause when I did Blue Martini with you, that was always a thought in my head. Like, you gotta show up early, cause that's one thing that used to annoy me too. One DJ will play. Mm-hmm. One set of they'll play one set of songs and then
1 2
closing
1 2
closing DJ get up and be like they'll play the same music that the other DJ play.
I gotta say something. I'm sure. Is my mic on?
That's why I be like. That's why this is why I come early. I come like literally an hour. When you was doing Blue Martini, and I had to open up for you one time, I was like, I'm getting there super early. Especially when I do Blue Martini, because I was like, yeah, I gotta come early because I know there has been this thing where it's like, whatever the opener does, don't overshadow what the late night DJ is gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would come early too to read the crowd as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's another conversation.
Yeah,
that
that's a
has
whole
been
other
floating
conversation.
around.
I've done it too, where sometimes I'm the opener.
Okay.
And it's okay, yes, but know your role.
Yeah.
Know your role. Some of you, man, because usually I'm the headliner, right? Okay, fine. But sometimes I may open, but I know my role, and a lot of DJs will try to outshine the headliner to try to impress the owners or try to make a statement or try to do this and try to do that and play all of what is like the hits and leave nothing for the headliner.
Yeah.
And they don't understand, man. You got to know your role, man. And it has happened to me. It has happened to me, but I pay attention, you know what I'm saying, because there's just too much music out there. When DJs try to play everything and think that, I could adjust, that's just me. But other DJs know your role, man, when it comes to being an opener, being a headliner. Even a headliner got to know his role. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Oh boy, like I said, we could have this conversation for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Long. It's just I'm looking at my watch, like, man, like we could be.
We're here for like the other 2 hours.
Another 2 hours, man, for real. It's gonna be a long podcast, but you know what I'm saying. What I'm just telling you is from experience, from a DJ who been in the game, and thank God that my phone is still ringing. I'm still booked. I'm still getting booked, and not because of how many followers I have, or not because of how many clicks I got.
That's another conversation.
That's another conversation.
Because it's a lot of people getting booked just because they got. I'm sorry, I'm like you. I talk on my mouth too. There's a lot of people in this city alone that are headlining, and that bugs me, bro. Like, because I'm like, y'all could have called like 6 DJs that's off the strip that could have rocked. I went to R&B night. I think that's his name. Yeah, that's how you say his name?
Yeah.
I went to R&B night. That was popping. But I ain't going to call no DJs names, but you know what I'm getting at. Some people get booked, and they're just there to just entertain and not DJ, like you said, because of their name or because they was on a TV show. And I'm like, y'all could have called a roast for this. Y'all could have called. It's 6 DJs I know that would have rivaled this party. Like,
yeah, that happened to me. It actually happened to me. Someone on, there was like, you're dope, you're this. And it was a major, I'm not going to call them out.
Yeah.
But it was a major group, and it was a major club on the strip.
Yeah.
And they heard me at another event I did on the strip. And oh my God, you this. It happened years ago, so I ain't going to go back that far. It's probably pushed out of my phone. You this, you that, oh my God, but you don't have enough Instagram followers.
They still do that now?
They actually, that's what they taught, verbatim, that's what they said. You do not have enough Instagram followers. Yet, you're dope, you're this, you're bah, you brought the crowd, you did this, you rocked the crowd, you did. It has, I'm going to give you another one, y'all. Followers doesn't always equal value.
Facts.
Clicks, likes doesn't always equal talented.
Yeah.
Okay. Views doesn't always equal qualified. Okay. You need to understand something, man. And I do get fed up. I had this conversation with my girl, with my lovely woman. She says it, and we get into it all the time. Not with each other. We get into it screaming at our phones when we see stupidity of, yes, DJs are only getting hired because they have thousands and thousands of followers. And then when we actually went to go see some, and they cannot even put in 1% of those followers. They have 50,000 followers and can't even put in 1%, 0.5% to come see them. and they're getting hired, and then you go through their comments and they put up a post. They have 50, 60, 70,000 followers and only 10 likes, 20 likes. So it looks like fake followers, but they still getting hired because they see that number. And they thinking that number means that they are qualified, that they could do the job, and they could bring money to the club. Guess what? Then you find out that they're trash. Then you find out that they no good. Then you find out, oh my gosh, that's what's happening right now. This facade of people, of y'all thinking that DJs, just because they look good on a app, that they are qualified to be in your venues. Knock it off. Knock it off. I'll put D-Rim against the number one DJ, quote, number one DJ in Vegas. I'll put myself up with just an S11 and 2 turntables against your big 4-channel Pioneer and 4 decks.
Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah.
Any day. And the thing is that, you know, I'm not scared.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not scared to scope. See, a lot of dudes, they won't say nothing because they scared they won't get hired or somebody's not gonna hire. I don't look, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I got gray in my hair. I got grown ass children. I'm at that stage where whatever. You don't like what I'm saying? Tough.
No, it's the truth. Yeah.
The bottom line is, on what he's talking about, you know, there are many dope DJs in Vegas that get put off behind nonsense, behind favoritism, behind politics, behind social media. They're not qualified enough for social media for this and for this, for this, when they are the ones that will rock your party 10 times over. You know what I'm saying? And it comes down to, people don't understand that, you know, these club owners could save so much money overhead. You paying these guys $100,000, you could pay the local DJ 10 grand.
Yeah.
100,000, 10 grand. And that 10 grand will make you oh my gosh, we could go on and on about this.
Yeah.
They will save so much money. And and it's like, y'all don't realize y'all can make that DJ the local star. You ain't got to fly him in. You ain't got to put him in no hotels. You can make him the star.
Yeah.
And still generate, and people will still come out to see that guy. And here's another thing too. That DJ could do it every week.
Yeah.
You big time DJs can only do it once a month.
Yeah.
Think about that. You got DJs like me who DJ every week and maintain an audience every week that generates money. You big time DJs, I'm gonna call y'all that. Do it once or twice a month. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, boy. Sometimes I just wish I could just get a blowhorn and just go crazy on it. But it's like it's just so much in the direction that we're going in is getting whacked, man.
Yeah, because there was a lot that I've had questions about when I moved here. Like I do know, like with the promotion thing, I was kind of questioning that too, because not, you know, like case in point, like if it's like a big, like let's say if you're a guest DJ, which I've seen that on flyers, they don't really put names on flyers anymore, like of who it really is. So it's like some people come out not knowing who the DJ is, which I feel like if you're a residency DJ, I feel like the name needs to be known. Like, this is, such and such coming back next week, because every week I get annoyed. People be like, when you DJing again? It's like, if y'all could put
exactly. and what my man Rim's talking about, DJs can't build on a residency, or they can't build just being there once or twice a month.
Yeah,
you can't build something. It's different on the Strip because we have so many visitors that come in.
Right.
But if you're trying to have a residency, the resident DJs need to be, and I heard this on another podcast, that the resident DJ needs to be championed. They don't champion the resident DJs, man. They don't. And they cannot build. You cannot build something with just being there once or twice a month, especially when people they come and they want to see you again. But now they gotta hear whoever's up there now. And the time that they come into town, because this is a town of visitors, they come into town, now they gotta find out where you are. And then you may not be spending, or you may be out of town, or maybe this, but if they know that you are here, prime example, when I was at Chateau back in the day, I had a steady schedule. People came out and saw me. I was at Blue Martini. Everyone knew Blue Martini Sundays. That's where they could find Larose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now Sundays brunch. They know they could find me at brunch. Mariposa.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ghost Bar. Love y'all. But it's like so many people want to see me there, and I couldn't build. It's like some days I would have some people to come out, but the days that they came out again to come see me, I'm not there. And it's hard to build up a home and build up an audience if you're not somewhere on a weekly basis. And at Vegas, when people come out to Vegas, they come here, sometimes Wednesday to like Monday, and they're gone. You don't see them again for months. And it's like, but when they return, they want to go back to that spot where you're at, and it's hard to do it because, they keep switching out the DJs. It's like, come on now. It's like, how can you build anything?
Yeah, I remember we had that talk.
Yeah, me and this man talk. We talk a lot beyond this.
Yeah, no consistency. Like I don't know if I'm coming back next Friday, next Thursday. Well, you got my Friday. Well, I got your Sunday. Why do I have your Sunday for? Oh God, that's your day. Like I don't want to do your day because everybody gonna be like, where Larose at?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Like we be sitting there
and where Rim at? Like Rim does Friday nights.
Yeah.
At Mariposa too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's his night. You know where to find Rim. All of a sudden, there's another DJ there, and then it's like the stuff that he's trying to build, he can't do it because now a whole nother DJ with a whole nother flavor comes in, and the vibe is different. See, the thing is that a lot of DJs, when you're DJing, you're actually putting out a product, and I would say this product that people are sold on. Yeah. You're the product to sell on them to make them come back and see you.
Yeah,
they want to see you. They want to. I can show you my messages like crazy. Where you gonna be at? Are you DJing here? Where you spinning? Where you this? Where you that? That's consistent of building up my brand, my product, of who I am. So when they come into town, they know they want to find me. Yeah. But how can I do that if you're being rotated all the time? Yeah. You're being switched out all the time, and it just makes it difficult. At the same time, it's like even when we throw our own events, I've done that before. Doing your own event and they come out, that's wonderful. But it's like you can't do it every week. Some DJs just can't do it because you got to be at other spots. You got other obligations to take care of, and it's just hard to do, man. And it's hard, in Vegas right now. Like I said, there's too many underrated DJs. Too many. There are extremely dope DJs in Vegas, and they need a chance, man. That's it. One chance. Yeah. They need a chance, man. And I ain't just talking about myself. I'm talking about some good fellas, including yourself. Good guys who deserve a spot. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody this day and age, with what we just talked about earlier, could press a button. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it like my woman Peggy. Gorgeous. Fine. Sexy as hell. Peggy just sexy as hell. Gorgeous and fine, right? Fine woman. Put a pair of headphones on her. Put her in front of a crowd. And the second that she presses that button and the confetti goes off, she's going to look like the biggest superstar in the world. Yeah. And that's how it is. That's how, she don't know nothing about DJing, but that's it.
Put one hand, be like.
That's it. And all she got to do is this. Yeah. That's all she got to do is this. And if she got cleavage, let her cleavage just pop out a little bit, and it's on and cracking. That's it. And and y'all sold on that.
Yeah, they are sold on. Yeah,
that's what y'all sold on. Y'all just sold on
sex because they do say that sex sells, so they try to throw the female DJ. No offense, because it is a lot of good female DJs out there.
Yes,
Shout to Kelly J. Shout to
Yeah, yeah.
What's my girl name? I'm
DJ Lady Shay is good out
Lady
of
Shay,
Tampa.
Not a Boy DJ. Shout out to my peoples. I love
Yes,
y'all.
yes. There's a bunch of
It's
y'all.
a bunch
out
of
there.
y'all out
Bunch of
there.
y'all female DJs
But like,
who are dope.
go back to what you were saying. Though,
But
there's a lot of them that we like.
but
We know why you got on.
all this gimmicky stuff.
Yeah.
Gimmicky DJs. That's one thing I cannot stand, y'all, because y'all got to use gimmicks in order to grab them, and y'all fall for it.
Yeah.
DJs like us, we rely on our not just our skill, our talent, and this and this, but we actually put in work and invest to make y'all do this and make y'all. I mean, to make y'all dance and holler and one of y'all to come back, and one of y'all to spend money.
Yeah.
But these gimmicky DJs that don't even know what a BPMs means, that don't even know what a needle tip is.
Yeah.
That never press the button, because a lot of the stuff is pre-recorded. So
I've seen that before.
they pre-record they mix and they go there with a big old mask on and do some and y'all fall for that.
I've had people admit that they pre-record. Some of the people that headline, they've literally said like, I pre-record some of my mixes.
Pre-record mixes, I'm sorry.
That's
y'all,
crazy.
Y'all full of shit.
Yeah.
All you DJs that go there and do the pre-record sets, besides a festival, because sometimes the festival, the lighting has got to meet the music.
Got you.
Right? So I could understand that. But some of you DJs walk in there with basically a mixtape. That's what a pre-recorded mix is.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah.
You're basically walking with a mixtape and you press play.
Yeah.
And you stand there and then
Yeah.
and this is what it has turned into, man.
Yeah.
So this whole conversation right here, you know what I'm saying? This ain't your average podcast where people, biting their tongue. I'm not biting my tongue with y'all no more.
Yeah, asking simple DJ questions. Because I really want to ask you, I cut you off, man. This is a very important question I had to ask you, too, because you correct me if I'm wrong, because how long you been living in Vegas?
Living in Vegas now 12 and a half years.
12 years. Okay, I've been here since 2020, so I'm still kind of new here.
Mm-hmm.
I do know Dre's has moved back to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Martini's about moved to the Strip.
Mm-hmm.
But I have noticed, I don't want to say a stereotype, but what I'm starting to notice is that R&B, hip-hop, I just want to say black music,
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to push us off the Strip from what I'm starting to see. And it's starting to favor, I'm going to keep the hotel nameless, but shout out to DJ Jerry Cartier. We were DJing one night.
Jerry Cartier, yeah.
We were DJing one night, bro. And they said they want open format. And I said, we was like, okay, cool. We played maybe 3 hip-hop songs. You know what the owner said? That's too much rap music. Go back to playing open format. And I'm like, we played open format. We played all styles for literally like an hour. But because we played 3 rap songs, they were like, yo, if y'all play any more rap music, we got to shut it down. So you think that's a real issue in Vegas? Because I do know, and which it's a twofold question, because which also goes into, you can answer both if you want, is the open format DJ, is that still the way to go, or do you feel like a DJ builds his signature when he focuses strictly on 1 or 2 genres?
Okay, well, I'm going to say it like this. If it's an owner, if that's what he wants, give him what he wants.
Okay.
That's one. If he's the owner, he's dishing out the checks, he's paying everybody. If that's what he wants, then give him open format.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are too caught up in what they want and not what the people want when they have a particular crowd that's there.
Because there was a lot of people there that wanted hip hop.
Of course,
R&B.
because I'm going to disagree with you on something, though.
Okay.
They're not trying to get rid of hip hop. If you ever notice now, that's why they have R&B nights, and that's why they have R&B stations out here now. That's why they have everything R&B brunches now, because there's a lot of people trying to copy Mariposa.
Yeah, I've seen
okay?
that. Yeah.
So let's just keep it 100. All right? You can say what you want to say. It's too much.
I've seen so many brunches pop up now.
Yeah, brunches all over the place now. Yeah. Okay. So I don't think that hip hop, because hip hop is EDM lasted longer than what it, because Vegas changes all the time.
Okay.
EDM is here. It's here to stay, yes, but it went a little bit longer than usual. But what's coming back, what I've seen, is more hip hop nights. Hackersan did it on Sundays.
Yeah.
Blue Martini had it for.
Yeah, that was the biggest night.
I was there for 8 years.
That was the biggest night. You had that shit right.
I was there for 8 years. Sundays was huge. Okay. Dre's.
Dre's, yeah.
When they first started, I think there was EDM-ish, and they went straight hip hop. And then you're looking at these clubs now that are bringing in more and more hip hop. So it's, to me, I don't think they're necessarily getting rid of it, because even Dre's was doing Tuesdays. The old Dre's was doing Tuesdays. It was an R&B thing.
Okay.
They were doing the Dre's that was upstairs. So it's a thin line. It comes down to whatever the owner wants. If the owner wants and top 40, if you're able to do that, then do it. And also hire the DJs for what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you want an EDM night, they're not gonna look at me for that, even though I know how to play it and I play it well.
Yeah.
They're gonna go after an EDM DJ. If you want a hip hop hip hop night, then you go after a hip hop DJ. That's just the way it is. Yeah. That is my opinion. And at the end of the day, if the owners, the promoters, if that's what they want the open format. There's still a way where you could get away with it. Where, and then he said, and if the owner said you're playing too much of something, once again it goes back to what I was saying. It's how it's done.
Yeah.
I've had that. Trust me, I've been there. You playing too much of so-and-so. You're playing too much of this. You're playing too much of that. And then it's how you adjust. It even happens at Mariposa sometimes. Sometimes I'm not the perfect DJ by any means. But sometimes I may just get caught up in one genre, so to speak. Like I might be hitting with too many like Gorillas or Sexy Reds, for instance. And then, here come the owner saying you're playing so-and-so. So now I'm looking around, yeah, I think I am. So you adjust. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you do something to cross the bridge. You just don't go from Sexy Red to all of a sudden friggin' Fantasia. Or R. Kelly. You just don't go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I do is I call it bridges. You build a bridge to go from one genre, and you cross the bridge and you make it safe for other people to cross with you on that journey to now you on this side, and then now everybody's partying over here. And it just comes down to what the owner wants, what that club is, and also the identity of the club. You could have 500 people packed. You could have 1,000 people in your little lounge packed. And if the lounge is a salsa Latin night, the owner might not want to hear, Gorilla or even R. Kelly or Frankie Beverly Mays. They want to hear, Bad Bunny and, Elvis Crispo and, you know what I'm saying? What's her name? Karol G and artists like that. People gotta realize that whoever hires you, man, do what they want. They're the ones paying you. So it may be some hip hop people in there, it may be this, it may be that. Now some other owners don't care. Some others be like, yo, go in. That's what's in front of you.
Yeah, that's
what's in front of you. Spin. But then you got some other owners who are very, very specific of what they want. Sorry to say it, if that's what they want, if they're the ones paying you, then, there's many times where I have to suck up my pride because it's not about me. If it was up to me, I'd be playing reggae and soca all night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in East Coast stuff, because I'm from, New York, so it's like, no, you gotta adjust yourself, man, to what the owner wants, and to the ultimate goal is to make people dance, party, have fun, make them come back, and spend more money. That's what keeps the clubs open, and that's what keeps you working.
Got you. Now, before we wrap up, man, I know you have an event coming up. We did talk about it a little bit. Shout out to Mr. Grand Jeremy. Mm-hmm. He has a DJ battle dance party coming up. You on the ticket again. Shout out to DJ Larose.
Yeah, DJ Larose.
Got his name right.
Yeah.
2 DJs. We're going to talk about that before we get off air because I went with him.
Our first one was me and him.
It was me and him. That was the first one. And he got me on the first one, of course. No brainer, guys.
No, stop it, man.
But I know
Stop it. It wasn't that kind of a battle, y'all.
Yeah, it wasn't.
We wasn't necessarily battling. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, it was fun.
It was fun
as hell because he got me too. Okay, I may have won, but to me, I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, like now I'm about to go boom into the DJ stratosphere. No, it was one of those battles where it was so friggin' fun.
Yeah,
he reminded me of some music that I need to start playing. You know what I'm saying? It was great. It was a great concept with Mr. Grand Jeremy came up with to me. And I remember when he came to me with the idea, and I said, yes, let's roll with it. And so far, maybe this is 5th one or 6th one, whatever one. But it's growing, and it was fun. It's a battle. Like I got to go against Larose, and Larose is nice. I ain't gonna front. That man is technical with it and great and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just be technical. It's just going in half fun. It's not that kind of a battle. It just ain't DMC. It ain't those, behind the stomach. And do this and this and all that. It ain't that kind of a battle, man. It's a dance party. One DJ's playing one kind of music, the other's playing one kind of music, and the audience just chooses. Who did they set better? That's all it is. It's not for props or nothing like that, man. So when me and D.Rim did the first one, which was just fun to me, it was fun.
It was real fun.
It was just fun.
Really fun, man.
Why? And why was it fun? The audience was into what we were doing.
That's facts.
They paying attention. That's going back to everything. I'm knocking this over. Going back to everything that we've been saying.
Yeah.
People are paying more attention. They're paying attention now. So a lot of you whack DJs, y'all need to step it up. I'm sorry, I say whack because there's like a group of y'all, and I'm going to call you out. And if you get feelings behind this, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you nice, then you just nice. If me telling you, saying into a mic, talking to just the world and saying you whack and you getting offended by that, that's you then.
That's true.
The whole point is people are paying more and more attention to DJs now, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And, people are starting to pay attention to what they invest in.
Yeah.
When they come out to have a good time, to have this, to have that, you get compliments, I get compliments, and people are starting to tip more. People are starting to actually give a damn. And that battle makes it so fun because the people are into what the DJs are doing.
Definitely into it.
And
that's why I love that event so much because they're like, they come in there ready to like have fun. There's no tension, no.
Yes.
So shout out to Mr. Grand Jeremy for putting
shout
on a
out
great
Mr. Grand
event,
Jeremy.
Like you said, we all had fun. And this is going to be going on the 25th, right? The next one?
Yeah. 25th of April.
Y'all get y'all tickets, man. I'm definitely going to be in the building to support my big brother.
Yeah.
And shout out to DJ Larose. He's going to be in the building.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be different categories.
Mm-hmm. Different categories, all kind of stuff. It's going to be just a fun, good time, man. I'm not looking to get, I'm not going there, but I'm looking to have fun first. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be. That's what it's going to be about. So, yeah, come on out, man.
Yes, sir. So, man, that wraps up our show today, episode 8, A Vision Over Sense. This is my big brother, DJ Larose Royce. Make sure y'all, again, Sunday brunch, Mariposa. Make sure y'all check him out. He's there every Sunday. I'm just putting the plug in right now because I know people be asking questions. No, he's there every Sunday. So make sure y'all come out. Y'all catch the vibes, of course, and also this month on the 25th of April, Mr. Grand Jeremy's DJ Battle and Dance Party. Make sure you get your tickets right now. We signing off, man. Shout out to my brother. It's your boy D-Rim. Signing off. Peace.